This is the London Food Incubator. Nestled in London, Ontario's Old East Village, this 15,000 square foot historical building, once derelict, is breathing a new life. The front of the building houses a local coffee shop and a grocery store, while the back is home to several small businesses.
What this place was created to do was give them a halfway stop, so they don't have to come in and do massive renovations, they don't have to commit to long-term leases, and they can have a space which is about 500 square feet. They can have for $550 a month, which is extremely cheap.
Dave Cook is the mind behind the incubator. He is the owner of Fire Roasted Coffee and one of the social entrepreneurs behind the neighborhood's revival.
This would be at Dundas and Adelaide. So when you hear the classic east of Adelaide, they're referencing this specific block that we're doing business in. And so it's Old East Village.
The neighborhood was associated with poverty, homelessness, and unemployment. A decade-old study by Western University named London's East End a food desert.
Everyone was shopping out of variety stores by and large. We had Professor Jeyan Jeganathan from UWO do a study of food pricing prior to the market and food pricing after the market, and it had dropped to the tune of, I think it was around the neighborhood of $200 a month people saved on food.
In 2006, Cook took his roasted coffee bean business, which he was building in his garage, to the farmers market.
Been driving through the community one day and it said market starting, vendors wanted. I had a fair trade coffee company that I was roasting at the time and joined the market.
For $80, he rented a booth at the Farmers and Artisans Market at Western Fair. Not long after, he purchased the market from the original owner. Now, many of the businesses, just like Cook's, that got their start in the market have popped up along Dundas Street and have taken a standalone location.
We've got full-blown grocery stores, we have full-blown restaurants, we have bakers, we have cheesemakers, we have butchers. You know, any community would beg to have these type of people in their community, but it wasn't that we sat there and waited for them to locate it, we grew them.
Sarah Merritt moved to London in 1992. She has seen the changes not only as the longtime manager of the Old East Village BIA, but also as an area resident.
The building stock and infrastructure has improved, and the vacancy rate on the business district has declined significantly. But the reason that my husband and I located in this area was because of the incredible sense of community.
Not only have new businesses set up shop along the business corridor, but new development is coming to the Old East Village. The neighborhood has approved a 5-story affordable housing apartment, and work is well underway at the former Kellogg plant. The site is being transformed into an entertainment hub that would include a huge indoor park and brewery.
Everything that we've done has always started with conversations within the community, broader meetings with the community. If new developments come in, we get people out, they look at what's being offered, they get the opportunity to give their input.
But with all the development, at least one organization is feeling anxious.
The thing that worries me, I think, most is over time, you know, the housing prices are one piece, the rent prices are one piece, but there's also a social cost to gentrification, which is why I think that the rule about talking about what the reality is versus perception, talking about reducing stigmatizing language and, you know, ensuring that the people that are experiencing poverty are included as part of this community. Because people, when they don't feel welcome in a community, then that's where they can feel displaced, and not just physically displaced by the cost of rent and the cost of housing, but also in that pressure you feel from the neighbors and the community itself. Residents are the ones.
Chuck Lazenby is the executive director of Unity Project, an emergency shelter in London's Old East Village. The organization has called this neighborhood home for over 15 years, and Lazenby herself has lived here for just as long. The Unity Project also provides transitional housing for the city's most marginalized members. Finding permanent housing in the area has been difficult.
There's challenges when it comes to finding people places to rent throughout the city, and certainly this neighborhood used to have more viable options for folks who were on a limited income, and that's very quickly decreasing.
The city is looking to set up a safe injection site, and the downtown area, including the Old East Village, has been looked at as an option.
There are certainly folks who are saying, like, absolutely not, that will bring, you know, crime and more problems to this neighborhood. It makes it unsafe. And then other people are saying, this is a health issue that we need to, make sure that the people who will benefit from these services have access to. I think the Oldies Village is in that place of, having these debates and discussions and really participating in any kind of community forums that come up with what's going to happen to their neighborhood. And I think that if there's the two opposing perspectives are represented.
Merritt argues what's happening in the Old East Village is revitalization, not gentrification, and the people who live in the neighborhood have the biggest effect.
I don't believe you can make this level of change if you don't live here. I don't. I think you have to live here. It's 7 days a week. You've got to be answerable to your neighbours.
Many communities will try and wait for some outside entity to come in and bless them with economic activity, but we had stumbled across a way to create our own, and it became wildly successful, so much so that it's studied elsewhere in the city and elsewhere around the province as a way to give community and residents of that community some power to create their own economic destiny.
The Agenda with Steve Bacon is brought to you by the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario, helping businesses stay on the right side of change with strategic thinking, insightful decisions, and business leadership. Are you on the right side of change? Ask an Ontario CPA.